So how many stereotype boxes are we checking off being from California and having an oat milk latte for breakfast with an almond croissant? I think a couple of them. All we need is a green smoothie now and we would have been perfect. Anyway, happy Friday, everybody. We are getting breakfast before heading over to Flag Motorsports. Today is the day we finally deliver the engine to WESTECH Performance. It's a big milestone of the project. It's been a long time to get to here. The stars have aligned, and not only are we delivering the motor today and testing tomorrow, but we've actually picked up 3 additional sponsors just in the last week alone, which has been a huge help. So we're heading up to WESTECH. There might be a special guest there doing some engine testing that we hopefully can get on film. Renegade Fuel is supposed to deliver a couple pallets of fuel for us today. I think we're getting 22 5-gallon buckets or 5-gallon pails of their race fuel, oil, merch. That'll be cool. And then I think if time allows, we're gonna swing up to DYME to pick up some hoses and fittings that they donated for the test. A couple of those items are going to make it really easy. Having the quick connect feature for fuel line, breather hoses, and then for the supercharger coolant manifold, those will all be quick connect also. If time allows, we'll swing up there, say hi, maybe get a little bit of his shop on film because that place is just super cool to walk through. Basically the coolest hoses and fittings in motorsports. So anyway, it's Friday morning. We're about to hit on the road. I think we'll pick this video up at Flag, loading up the engine, and then we'll go from there. Well, we made it here a little bit behind schedule. I have a feeling Evan is gonna be a zombie, but let's go see how he's doing. Well,
good morning.
You look a little tired.
Uh-oh, is it showing? How are you guys this morning?
How many hours of sleep?
I was here probably 4 hours ago, so
dude.
I don't know. I'm not gonna bother counting.
That sucks.
Some.
It was a late night.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting everything kind of crunch time back together. We had a bunch of other stuff at the shop that we were knocking out. I had a hone I had to finish before we were. Yeah, we got some stuff to get done before we're out for a week, so trying to get that buttoned up. But this thing's pretty much ready to go. I got it taped up. I'm putting the cam sensor in now.
You're gonna be out for a week? Where are you going?
Yeah, believe it or not, I have this crazy test that we're doing. So yeah, we're ready. Pretty excited. It's
delivery time. If you sense that the energy level is low today, I think it is for everybody, but probably nobody more than Evan. You guys have been working hard.
Yeah. Hey, you've been here with us for most of it, so we're
trying to do lots of things here, and that was part of. Not to get too boring on the content, but why I was working really, really hard as like the project manager of this whole test, knowing that our engine builder and our tuner and everybody involved, we're losing an entire week of our businesses being at the test. At least I can sell parts while we're there, although it'll be challenging because my son's gonna be with me too, and it's kind of a father-son business, so he's not there to help do packaging and labels and ship stuff out. I got a neighbor friend who fills in for me, but you're not building motors while we're there.
No, so, I'll be pretty preoccupied. I think all of us will. Yeah,
and that's not lost on me, and hopefully it's not lost on the viewers that like we got sponsored for parts, and we could not be more grateful that this test is big enough where it's essentially, if we do it right, it's a break even. Mm-hmm. We didn't have to spend $30,000 or $40,000 out of our own pocket, probably 50 or more, to actually do the test and pay for everything, just to find out what cam is best for my build.
Right.
It's going to be a break even, at least on hard costs, but time investment, it's not. It's a huge investment.
The key is not to think about that part of it. You just have to kind of commit to it and then just do it. Yeah. Because it's a big time suck for sure.
And we're not keeping track, but it's hundreds of hours. And
that's just up to this point. We haven't even started testing yet.
I know. and then all the posts.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Okay, let's get this thing buttoned up and in the truck. We're just getting these engine stands bolted up so we can move this thing. You know, in a pinch, you can use a tire to move a motor, but if you've got access to a stand like this, especially when you have a nice engine that's all dressed up and that you don't want to fall over and scratch your valve covers, it's the right way to do it. Just getting everything taped off so we don't get any dust, dirt, or debris on our trip.
I'm helping.
Hey, it's making us go faster, that's for sure. This is by far not sponsored, but Scotch Blue Pro Sharp Lines does the best at actually like sticking to machine surfaces and making sure that you have a nice seal on your brand new engine. I was gonna say, why don't you just throw it in? Whoa, 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 careful with the bed liner, Gabe, come on now.
It is a GMC.
Yeah.
This is the thumbnail pose, right? Is the motor back there? Still back there, Evan?
I hope so.
Well, we use DeWalt straps, so it's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell.
Hang on, check it out. A little bit of a geek for the technology, but check that out.
It's like a nanny cam.
Hold on, there it is. The resolution kind of sucks when you punch into it, but it's definitely still there.
Yeah,
it's
they don't tend to see.
6.2 pulling a 6.2.
There you go. They don't tend to fly out usually. They're pretty heavy.
Not with the DeWalt straps.
Yeah, exactly. They're going nowhere. Hey, Gabe, are we there yet?
We are almost there, my friend. It says we're 0 minutes. Oh, it's been a minute. I think it was 3 months ago that I was here. I gotta tell you, and I'm really excited to put this on film, how cool Evan is here. He's like the most easygoing, calm, cool as a cucumber, and I know I've been bugging the shit out of him asking questions, and he's just always like, hey, just give me a call, we'll figure it out, give me a call, we'll figure it out. He's not worried about any of the testing next week, and I'm like freaking out.
Well, that's who you want on your team. I am also Evan.
Hi,
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Long time no see, man.
I know, right?
How have you been?
I'm good.
Dude, the weather's mild here. I was
It's actually pretty
expecting
nice.
way worse.
Yeah, it'll be ugly by about 3-4, but
Yeah.
it's not bad. We deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
How have you been? You're always
Good.
smiling for some reason. Like,
yeah, I try to.
so what's going on here? What are we walking into?
Usual chaos.
Is Richard here?
Yeah, he's in the back.
Oh, sweet.
Have you guys met him?
I haven't.
No, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
So is this a new mechanic?
Yeah.
Well,
These are the guys
I'm not
running.
qualified to be called a mechanic.
These are the guys running the shootout.
What's up? What's up, bud? Nice to meet you, man.
Evan, nice to meet
How's it
you.
going, man?
It's a pleasure.
Like your haircut.
Oh yeah. Low maintenance.
So what's going on here?
It's just a junkyard 4.8 that we're doing head scan and intake on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Evan says you've done a couple shootouts before.
On.
I'm just kidding.
all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
we-
yeah. You know that
YouTube thing. That sounds really good. Yeah.
Let's try
I
that.
should probably try that.
Yeah.
And then then it's like, oh yeah, everyone wants to see that stuff
Right.
in a digital format.
And what I really like about your content is you do a very good job at being fairly unbiased
Yeah.
and just presenting the data and letting the data speak.
Yeah.
And just being like, hey, here's what we found.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you what to think.
I don't
but
care what the thing
it doesn't, because it doesn't matter.
I said, look,
yeah.
send me a box that says
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
and another box that says B,
Yeah.
and then I'll tell you
Which
what
one's-
A and B do,
Yeah.
because I could care less.
Right.
I mean, all I want is the data to be accurate and
Yeah.
repeatable.
Yeah.
So if somebody else comes in and says, hey, I tried A head and I tried B head and it did this, and if it doesn't do that, then I either want to look at, hey, at my stuff, did I do something where it was one of the water temperatures hotter or colder? Like, what did I do? Or what did
they
that guy do?
Yeah.
Because I get that a lot too, because guys are at least at a level where they're understanding that, hey, I need to say that I did an A/B test.
Right.
But they did it on chassis dyno, and they did it on a different day, and they did it a year later, and I'm like, that's not a repeatable test.
Right.
You got to take that thing apart and do it the same day. I said, I know it's hard on a chassis dyno, but you have to do that.
Yeah.
I said, now you've made a bunch of changes, and also you didn't show me 3 or 4 runs in a row on the chassis dyno where they were exactly the same without you making a change. Because the chassis dyno also, you know, what's going on with the converter, what's going on with the trans temperature, what's going on with all that stuff, what's going on with the tire pressure in the tire.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. And as I ask them questions, I find out, oh, well, we also did this, or we also did this. And I'm like, okay, and I'm not saying that that skewed it, but it could have.
Right.
And now we have questions that we don't know the answers to. So let's try to find the answer, because that's all I care about.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
It's all that
want to
matters.
know- Yeah.
It's all that matters. The
Yeah.
feelings don't matter. The, you know, whatever.
No.
The actual data is the thing that matters.
Now I do try to choose things that I think other people will be interested in. Still, they'll watch videos.
Yeah.
But I don't light myself on fire, and I don't have
You don't
leg
dance?
models or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't have any of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I
I
think-
could do a better job
Sure.
with getting more views if
Sure.
I was more,
Maybe some topless, like cam swaps.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, but it's.
All of
I think it's a
that's-
great service that you're doing. I mean, obviously, it's cool that you're able to make a living out of it, but I think also it's a tremendous amount of information that's very useful to people who just want to buy a part.
I
Like,
want other people to do what I do. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't do what I do forever.
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
saying the same
yeah.
thing with this test. I hope that it motivates people to
Yeah.
do another cam challenge.
Yeah.
Do an
Yeah.
LT4 one with more cubes. Just do more testing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
only helps.
I have a cam challenge coming up, another one. We're doing.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I know. Doug.
What a surprise!
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah. Here we are.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Like another time challenge.
Yeah. It's
So I'm
like the
doing
brain
A
forgets.
5.3, we'll probably do it with the aluminum L33, and we're going to do shelf cams. And so it's going to be 2,500 to 6,500, and then they're going to be scored on different things. So peak horsepower, peak torque,
Yeah.
average horsepower, torque at, I think, 3,500 RPM, idle vacuum, and so various things where, it's not just...
It'll be a weighted
It's
test.
not just a big peak number, yeah, it'll be a weighted test, so we can look at all of the different aspects of the cam. So if one guy likes a 20-inch idle vacuum cam, he can have that.
Yeah.
If one guy wants the biggest peak number, whatever that
Yeah.
is. But what we're gonna do that with shelf cams.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do it with custom cams.
Oh, cool.
But the caveat is they all have to fit stock piston to valve clearance.
Okay.
So that's a limitation for a guy
Yeah.
that has a wrecking yard motor and wants to put that in.
Yeah.
Right.
Then he has to have that. The interesting thing, and the reason I'm doing it, the little side thing,
Yeah.
is that what I want to show people is the current crop of shelf cams are probably as good as any custom cam. And so when we do the custom cam one, and then the other side benefit is if we do find a custom cam that's a little bit better, because we'll be nitpicking. We'll find one that's a little better here, a little better,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, but when we do find something, that's going to be a shelf cam.
Right.
Because that's where shelf
Yeah.
cams came from.
Right.
They came from.
Wow, this works great in this combination.
Yeah.
Let's sell it to people with this
Yeah,
combination.
There are guys
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
us going, what if we did this?
Yeah.
What if we tried this?
Yeah.
And then they try it, and Brian's great at
As I say, that's our call with Brian
yeah,
Nutter too.
because we were on the phone a lot and we talked about all that stuff, and he's like, yeah, we just decided, hey, look, I said, look, just try it. I said, probably it's not going to work, but you still got to try it. And that's where you find stuff.
That's cool.
Because the dyno will tell you, like I could go tell you what's going to happen. The dyno really tells you.
Yeah, you
what
can't
happens.
argue with it.
I can give you
Yeah.
an opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fairly educated.
Right.
But it's not as good as what this is going to tell you.
Right.
This might be our fuel. Let's see. Renegade was sending us a shit ton of race fuel and oil, braking oil, their race synthetic oil, and a bunch of merch. So exciting. I think this is our merch. Evan requested the embroidered hoodie, so I think we got a couple of those. Oh, dude, look at this. We have white hoodies, black hoodies. Look at that, a bunch of shirts. What else do we have? Oh, we got some banners. Dope. It's like Christmas. What the? Oh, look at that. We got a boatload of stickers. Nice. These are going all over the place. Whoa, what is this? Oh, these are humongous. Look at this stack of stickers that we got. Look at this. Dude, we can wrap your car in Renegade stickers. That is dope. Renegade, you guys came in clutch. And what's more impressive, I think what's more impressive about what they ended up providing, like their generosity, was how fast we have everything. We literally were on the call with them 4 days ago where they ultimately made the decision to sponsor. and then they're just like, how fast do you need it and where do you need it sent to? And holy cow, like lightning speed. Good. So where can we get a photo? Do you want us in front of the million?
They will all fall in.
That's good. Yeah.
Actually, we should have.
Yeah, one missing, and we'll be like, we saw him drop the winter.
Flag missing information.
He's gonna deny it on social media though.
Yeah,
He's like, no, I did it.
It'll be part of the contribution.
Yeah. No, they're all there, really, honestly.
3, 2, 1.
Jeez. Welcome back, everybody. We just left WESTECH. That was an absolutely valuable trip. Kind of wish we would have done that a little while ago. It was good for Evan to meet Evan.
Yep.
Those guys are like, he's a stud, right?
Oh, he's
Evan,
awesome. I really like how he carries himself, and just he's so chill. He made me feel better about everything.
Yeah, he kept telling me, stop stressing. He goes,
he could be a
we
therapist.
have everything. Like, he goes, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
We got everything that we need.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're feeling really, really good about this. They're already being super helpful. It was really cool pulling up at the same time to be able to see Renegade's care package show up.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, the timing was amazing. We got to chat with Richard. That was a huge bonus. That was super cool. And he had a lot of really, really valuable insight because he's probably more experienced in this kind of stuff than anybody I know.
Yeah, he's looking at us all excited about this test, and he's like,
yeah.
It's like, bro, I've done 40 of these.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, what do you mean? It's just Tuesday. Yeah.
He was literally doing a cam challenge on his own. Yeah, that was awesome. It'll be really cool to collab with him on some stuff later.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the timing couldn't have worked out better. We got the care package. We got to chat with Richard. It was awesome. So I'm really excited to see how that's all coming together.
Well, the day continues. We're here now at DYME Precision Hose Fittings. They're the ones that do all the cool quick connect. They were product of the year at PRI. I've obviously tried to incorporate as much of their cool hose fitting technology into all of our kits, particularly the fuel systems, because I have had too many customers and I've just seen too many case studies online where guys are having issues with mixing and matching AN fittings for fuel systems, and they end up having fires and leaks. And
there's a lot of cheap stuff out on the market too. A lot of people.
It's not a good thing.
No.
So not only is it a convenience factor when installing for anything, whether it's your supercharger cooling system like I'm building now or the oil cooler kit, but for the fuel system, it really is like peace of mind. It's not just like a cool, flashy fitting. So anyway, they were a very early on sponsor. He was just like, tell me how I can help. Obviously, we don't need a ton of hoses or fittings, but we do need a couple specific things. And then Brendan and Henry stayed up late last night putting together a couple hoses for us. So let's go check it out and see what we got. Hey guys, well, we're officially inside DYME headquarters. This is the headquarters, right? Even though you've got another building.
I mean, yeah, technically, I guess.
Global, this is the global headquarters. And it's in an undisclosed location. So you can't find it on the map. We don't want people walking up trying to buy stuff.
I still find us.
Trying to gatekeep him as much as possible, but the name's getting out there. But anyway, we're here at DYME. Everybody knows him. I don't even know how to do an introduction. It is the sexiest, coolest thing in motorsports plumbing. And so they were a gracious sponsor of the 2026 Camshaft Shootout. We didn't need a ton of hoses, but anything that we needed for the motor, we definitely wanted to be quick connect for serviceability. Plus, we use them in a bunch of our kits, from oil coolers, fuel lines, and then our new heat exchanger cooling kit. So can you talk briefly, Brendan, about like the hoses that you guys offer? Because the fittings are dope, but the hoses are amazing too.
Yeah, so we have a couple of different types. So at a base level, we have two types of the EPDM hose with a chlorinated polyethylene liner. So these are still good for E85, up to E85. Obviously rubber over a long period of time will break down. And
10 years with the 85 maybe?
Well, and we say if you service it out every 5 years, you'll never have a problem.
Okay.
But it depends on your use case. So we have two types. The hoses that we have that have the X pattern of a crimp, and the ones where there's like two parallel lines for reusable fittings. And then the next step up from that is this like super leggero, we call it, hose, which is a old Teflon core, smooth bore inside, convoluted on the outside, so it has the maximum flow. It's all on true to size, so like a dash 16 is 1 inch ID, a dash 10 is 5/8. Still, it's pretty flexible for an old Teflon type hose.
I would say, is this the PTFE one?
Yeah, it's all,
so this is what I use in my fuel line kit.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So this it's still pretty flexible. It goes up from here, but this is a good middle. There's a more flexible version than this, but it's quite a bit more expensive, but it looks pretty much the same. And this is good for pretty much everything. It has a really high burst rate, like a dash 4, dash 6 is about 9,500 psi
Wow.
to burst them. So pretty stout for what they are. And then the next one up, this not one's been released yet, but this is what we're doing this in dash 16 and 20 to start for radiators. But you can see like that.
Evan,
For
for radiator hose.
So they call this like corkscrew hose because it can kind of like.
That is nuts.
But like, so this one is convoluted on both sides, but it's all PTFE, anti-static PTFE, so it'll resist pretty much everything forever. Aramid braid on the outside. We're just doing some final like testing. We do like a lot of testing before we release products. So people have known about this for a little while. We haven't released it yet just because we're still improving the way that it works, because this is a little harder to work with, and we want to make it so that we can put it together here easily, but people in the field, like dealers, racers, we don't make it easy for them to install it themselves as well. So we're trying to just, the product is fine, but we're trying to make it so that it's really easy for like the users to put together in the field. So after that, we'll probably do some smaller size ones too. So this is a dash 10. So you can
That's
see
incredible. Like Evan was saying, for vets with dry sumps, like
our prospect car.
Yeah, this stuff would be so cool.
We have like almost 30 oil lines alone on that car, and to try to fit all of them between the pan and the pump and the subframe and everything.
And then the dry brakes are just insane. These things are absolutely gorgeous.
We do the dry brakes up to dash 20. There's down to dash 3 and dash 4. We have dash 3, dash 4 for regular fluids, and we have dash 3 and dash 4 for brake fluid.
What series of fittings is it? The Pro Spec that has the retainer clip?
Well, so Pro Spec is kind of like the sub brand for all of like the quick release type stuff. So this is a Pro Spec E type. What you have is kind of a hybrid that's just for you right now. So it's,
I'm special.
So it has. So we developed a new ring for it, which I have. So these ones have. This will be mostly on the H type versions. This will come as standard on the H type. But we'll sell the ring as an accessory. So if you have a B type or A type, C type, you can put it on. So you can change the rings, change the colors.
Oh, nice.
So the sides of these are flat, so it gives you a little more ability to put them close together, which was critical in your application.
That's what we needed.
And it also has a safety wire hole through this side, which you can basically put a R pin through. Like
That's
this.
what you would want on some of your fittings.
And then we have a retainer little strap, so if you take it off, it travels with it.
So I understand the logic that, was it for impact or for vibration, but I just can't imagine that collar coming loose enough to separate.
No, and we've never had that issue either.
It's peace of mind.
It's a peace of mind thing, and then some people, in some series, will want to have like it to be safety wired nuts.
Okay.
So this time, because we haven't got like a nut to safety wire, we have to like have another solution. So this definitely holds it on. You can still safety wire like this to the adapter or another part of the vehicle, but it just holds it in place so you can't accidentally do it.
Yeah.
Gives you just one more layer of security.
Yeah, I could see it being a regulatory thing with some.
Off-road.
Yeah.
A lot of times off-road will get gummed up with dirt and sand, and so it might not completely lock.
But the service plugs too. So on my oil cooler kit, when I'll take my oil cooler off, you either have to string the lines up so you don't lose oil, or as soon as you pop it off, you just put a cap on. Oh my gosh. You guys have literally thought of everything.
Yeah. We have a locking version of the cap coming as well.
Oh, nice.
Because some people want to be able to run the vehicle with the male on it, so they want to lock it.
Okay.
So like for a pump out or something.
Gotcha.
Because before it was just the cap was just held in by a O-ring because it was just like a dust / oil, dripping cap. So we're adding that. But yeah, this is coming out. So the H types will come with a strap, come with a pin as well, and then this extra fancy ring.
Is there anything else new you want to show us? Looks like you've got a nice inventory of PTFE hose now.
Yeah, there's a bunch that just came in.
And like a million more SKUs?
We've added a lot of SKUs, but mostly for specialty fluids. So because these seals are more or less, a blend of FKM that we make ourselves, we call it Fluoroc, which is great for 99% of stuff. But then very high temperatures, like higher than 400 Fahrenheit, methanol, low temperatures, like below, much far below freezing, and the mixtures of, like as I said, the nitromethane, and then mixtures of nitromethane and methanol. So we're trying to like cover, like, because top fuel, they run like, I think 89% or 85% nitromethane, and they cut it with methanol to take the edge off it, I guess.
So you got to account for everything.
Yeah, so we've developed new seals for that. I'll show you like what they look like, and they just to because we keep getting like, do you have an adapter? What they want?
It's never ending.
I need MPT to HDMI or something. I've never heard of it. But like they want to buy 50, so we'll make them. But
it's
like
never ending.
Yeah, so we always get it always creeps out a little bit. So we try and cover as much as we can. We've made some special stuff for you because we didn't have it.
Yeah.
But as we get our hands around what people need, we'll just keep adding to grow the collection.
Absolutely. That's what you guys are clearly really good at, scaling and meeting the needs, and not like these huge minimum order quantities, right? You don't have to buy 1,000 of anything. So
no, not really.
You guys have been amazing to work with. I'm happy to be on the DYME team, and we could not be more happy that you were helping us out with the shootout. So thank you, partner. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries.
So honestly, what did you think of DYME?
I don't have enough nice things to say about that place. Brendan's amazing. These are the greatest fidget toys I've ever encountered in my entire life. This stuff is awesome. It's a work of art. Like, the quality's amazing, and just his attitude and how he runs the company is so flippin' cool.
Yeah. The dry brakes.
Yeah.
The dry brakes are cool. I was thinking maybe we should have got something on the dyno as a dry brake, almost just for fun, but maybe it wasn't necessary.
I don't think we'll need it. We'll save it for the next one.
The Dash 20.
Yeah, we couldn't even compress the dang thing. Oh my gosh.
It's like a muscle test.
Yeah.
No, those guys are awesome. His ability to just, you bring him a problem like you did with that one goofy fitting.
Yeah, and he just like knows not in his vocabulary.
Yeah.
or like I can't do it is not in his vocabulary.
We'll
He's like, oh cool, let's just do that.
We'll just make it.
Yeah, so that kind of stuff is hard to find in this industry, and I think it's really, really, really cool.
Not to mention, like I told you guys, embarrassingly, I completely forgot to order all of the stuff that he was going to provide.
Yeah.
And I guess there was a couple questions that maybe just never got answered until the very, very last minute. But literally him and his buddy Henry, they stayed up, I think, late last night making all the stuff that we needed. This is just a couple of the pieces, but those guys are just such team players.
Yeah.
And he wasn't giving us any shit like, thanks for the,
no.
Thanks
He
for
would
the 1 day notice.
Not even a blink. Yeah, that's hard to find.
Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
But, I'm glad you were able to tag along today.
Yeah, me too. It turned out to be really cool. We got to kind of tour a whole bunch of awesome stuff. The Renegade showing up while we were there was a paid actor. That was awesome to get to see that stuff come in. So yeah, it was a long day though.
That was about 9 hours.
Yeah,
with a lot of driving and a decent amount of traffic.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we got to spend some time with Evan again, and we got to meet Richard.
Oh yeah, that was a blast too. Yeah, I forgot that he. There's so much that happened. I'm like, man.
It was a busy
that
day.
was so cool. Yeah, all wins.
Well, it feels weird because this was like such a big milestone day, but like the test is still on Monday. So
yeah, we haven't even started yet.
I guess it feels good that we have a little bit more time to prep and load. Obviously, we got a bunch of shopping we got to do.
Oh yeah.
But wow, it was a lot of work to get to today.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it all came together. Everybody, all the sponsors came through. I could not be more grateful to everybody for making it all happen, working with us. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys on test day. It's gonna be a blast.
Thank you for all the flexibility this last week. It's been messy.
Yeah, it's what it takes though.
And you're up late working on, your actual business.
Trying the best we can, yeah.
And then anytime I show up, you guys are stopping what you're doing so we can work on this project.
Yeah.
Because it's an important project.
Yeah, it's important to me.
Seeing Richard's response to our project and like Brian Tooley's response to our project and
Brian Nutter.
it's you know, I think we're doing something cool here.
Yeah. It's been overwhelmingly positive feedback, and I think that's really encouraging.
I'm just so happy to be a part of it. So anyway, thanks again for your help.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Kai, thank you for tagging along.
Yeah. See you guys on test day.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on Monday.
I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Peace.